All right, we're back out today walking houses. We're with Jeff today. Jeff's got a couple houses we're gonna walk and check them out. Remember guys, you can't buy houses if you don't walk houses, right? This is all about reps, just like going to the gym. We wanna walk as many houses as we can. I try to tell people, look, if you're not walking 5, 10 houses a month, you gotta get out there and find some houses and walk them. I don't care if they're on the MLS, if they're off market or whatever, you gotta walk some properties so you can know what right looks like and know what you're looking for. Come on inside, let's take a look.
She said everything's pretty demoed right now. Obviously it is.
Well, I mean, I kind of like it like this, right?
So you can down to the studs.
You
so
can see what you're looking at.
Yeah.
Woo-wee! All right, so the first thing we notice, let's talk about this when we come in here, is it's gutted to the studs, right? That's what we like. I mean, I kind of like it like this because at least we can see what we got.
Yeah.
Versus old sheetrock or plaster up here, and we don't know what's behind there. But I can tell you what jumps out at me right at the start is the termite damage.
Yeah.
Okay? You can see the termite damage wherever it looks like layered paper.
Yeah.
And as I'm going around, I see it everywhere. What's nice is I don't see it on the sheathing, on the outside sheeting that covers the house, but all of my internal framing on the exterior walls looks like it's been termite damaged. Let's walk through here and see what else we can find. Top plate, right? You got a bottom plate and a top plate.
Yeah.
Usually the bottom plate in construction is pressure treated, right? Because it makes ground contact. So that's usually the treated wood will keep the bugs out of it.
Okay.
What we could do is have a carpenter come through here, and all they're gonna do is measure this to this, tear it out, replace it. Like, look at this one, there's no damage at all, no termite damage.
Yeah.
But yet this one, we've got a little bit. So he could easily remove this 2x4 stud and put a new one right here. Okay? So it really doesn't scare me that bad. You start to get into the top plate right there and replacing that stuff.
Yeah, this looks wild.
Yeah, that's all termite.
You can see them all. All these are ants, but
yeah. It's all WDO, what we call wood decaying organisms. Termites, ants, all kinds of stuff. And they've tried to replace some stuff, right? Like that's
bad.
Let's see if there are any live ones in there. Looks pretty dry. Like there's not live ones. Yeah. Pretty rough. Yeah, so this is a double jack stud, and this one is completely eaten out. You can see where it looks like mud or dirt. That's really just poop. That's just termite poop.
Really?
So as they eat the wood, they poop out this, termite poop. Yeah. And you can see up there the double plate's completely eaten out. This is all poop. Smallest ceiling fan in the world. Love it, keep that. So let's talk about plumbing, right? A house this age has cast iron plumbing in this market, right? And they've come in behind there sometime probably in the 80s and redone the supply with CPVC. You can see it everywhere like that. We are now doing PEX, right? So we'd have to replumb this and obviously rewire it as well. Rewiring all together. I mean, look at this. So that, the toe plate down there, the 2x4,
it's disintegrated.
It's completely gone and eaten, and that's all termite poop. Yeah. A lot of it. Hey, we got indoor laundry, which we love. Good location. Open floor plan into the backyard. Hey, let's talk about this siding. Do you know what kind of siding this is?
Nope.
This is called asbestos.
Oh God.
Absolutely what it is, compressed asbestos. 100% asbestos. So don't go crinkling it up and snorting it and eating it or anything, inhaling it.
Don't worry about that.
But what we do with asbestos siding houses is a lot of people remediate it, right? They'll tear it all off, but you need companies and special bags and filters and all this stuff. What we do is called encapsulate it. So if you wrap this in vinyl siding, it's good to go. It's inside, it's encapsulated inside. We're never gonna mess with it. We're never gonna tear it up. What they don't want is this to break and be in the air. You know, if you take this and smash it off, tear it off, they don't want particles in the air.
Okay.
But if you wrap it all in vinyl and metal siding, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's been tied into county sewer at some point, so it's not on a septic tank. We know that. We're learning, right?
Yeah. I saw that in your other video.
Yep. I would venture to say this tree probably had some issues with the foundation at some point with the roots in there, but you really wouldn't know until you got into the crawl space. But I don't see any cracks on the brick and the foundation. I'm at a good 10 piece on this one, you know?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean,
10, 12, start at 10, come up to 12? All right.
Oh, shit.
We got the,
Oh!
A cat?
Cat.
You got that on video, right? You got that on video?
I got something on video.
I got Jeff jumping.
You got a ghost.
Oh my gosh. See, I think it's smart to leave these houses unlocked and open like this too. Less vandalism, less issues, right? If you got a house this far gone and there's nothing really salvageable in here to steal, just leave it unlocked and open.
Uh-huh.
We got a note there.
This one looks a little bit...
Yeah, this one looks a little bit better, but still similar, stuff. But, you can replace all this wood. Lumber and labor for framing is not that expensive. Okay, it's not like rewiring it or replumbing it. Those are a little bit higher ticket items. So we got a little pop quiz. Does anybody remember what this stuff, the color is? What it is?
No.
Anybody? Roach poop, that's right. That's roach poop in there. We got termite poop and roach poop. What else are we missing on these walls besides sheetrock? Exterior wall. What do we gotta have on the exterior wall before we put sheetrock up?
Insulation.
Yep. So somebody's taking it down like they were gonna get to the project and see what all they got. Think that's a load bearing? Maybe not. I don't know, very interesting houses. I'm not gonna lie, I like the size of them.
Yeah.
I like the 2-1, I like the size. One of the reasons we like small rental houses, easy to turn over, right? Our biggest expense of owning rental properties is when somebody moves out. So that's why if you have in this market, if you had a 2,300 square foot house versus a 1,200 square foot house, the rent's not gonna be double, but the square footage is. So if this rents for 1,000, the big 2,200 square foot house will rent for 1,500, 1,600, right? So 50% more maybe. But if they move out and now you have to do paint, flooring, and a kitchen in a 900 square foot house versus a 2,200 square foot house, crazy.
Yeah.
The costs.
Okay.
All right, we got a note. Let's see what it says.
I mentioned it. Look at that. Hey.
Yep. Deuteronomy 33:34. So look that one up. Can I get a mess if you can't reach me? Can I get a message if you can't reach me?
Someone back.
Yeah.
Interesting. Hey, that's a guerrilla tactic right there.
Yeah. The house is unlocked, leave a message. I like to leave business cards. Yeah, it is what it is. Needs everything. Most likely permits too. Let's walk around the outside of this one, see what we see. It's a pecan tree? Yeah, I don't see any fruit on it. Yeah, whew. Jeff, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll take pictures like this and text her with your offer.
Yeah.
You took some in there, all the rotting, and just say, what I would say is I text back and be like, both of these are completely engulfed in termite damage. They're gonna need everything. We'll give you 10 a piece for them.
Yeah.
If you're looking to get rid of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like, think about if you're a seller and these are your properties and like you know what you paid for them, but you haven't been here in a year or so, and somebody mailed you a letter, you're like, yeah, send those sucker investors out there.
Yeah.
Try to get out of this thing. When they get back a really crappy offer like you're gonna give them, but it comes with the pictures, they can sit there and go, oh my gosh, it takes them right back to the last time they were here when they were trying to figure out how to do this project.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're almost teardowns, but we could fix them. For $10,000, $15,000 a piece, we can fix them up.
Okay.
Especially if the power's on. All right, so how did we find these houses? Jeff drove around, drove for dollars, found these houses, wrote the address down, went back home, looked them up, wrote them a handwritten letter, mailed it off. Then he waited how long?
About a month in between mails.
Waited a month and mailed them again. Right? So if you're out there getting frustrated because you've mailed out 200, 300 letters and no one's called you back, maybe it's time to circle back, right? Follow up. Maybe Jeff waited 30 days and mailed him another letter and then he got the phone call. So that's a great piece of free chicken, is that if you're not getting phone calls and you've only mailed one letter, mail them again. Sometimes we've heard that on the third piece of marketing is when they actually reach back out to you. Fortunately for us, we got the reach back on the second piece of marketing. Great. Bottom line, you gotta walk houses, okay? It doesn't matter how crappy they are, how much work they need, we gotta walk houses. Can't buy them if you don't walk them, right? And you can't walk them if you're not mailing letters, direct mailing, contacting sellers. I want you to stay motivated, stay on it, right? Find some sellers, make appointments, walk houses, make offers. Even these houses are crappy, we don't love them, we're still gonna make offers to the sellers, right? And then we're gonna put them in our follow-up chain, follow-up sequence. Money's in the follow-up. We'll see you guys on the next one.